Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Hello. We're back with Digimon. So, I've gotten some new audio stuff. So, if it is too loud, too low, let me know. Because, yeah. I don't want to be too quiet and I don't want to blow out anyone's ears. So. Hey, Mary, how's it going? So far, so good? That's good. What was I doing? There's a group of people. What was I doing? What was I doing? Oh well, we'll just charge into the group of people and see what happens. Oh, that answers a lot. Sounds good? Yay! I got it set up right then. Yeah. Eh? Yep, that's strange.
Oh,
the subway dungeon. Yeah, I don't think subways are supposed to look like that. Oh, I keep cutting him off. Oh well, it's fine. Sorry, I like listening to the Japanese voices and seeing if I can pick out anything. This game does have a lot more dialogue than I remember it having. That is, like, barely harmless, so... Yep. We get it. Charging in. Like mad people. Because this is what reasonable people with Digimon do. Actually, it probably is. I'd go and rush into all kinds of crazy stuff if I had a Digimon to help me. I say, remembering how I play Yukiko and Digimon Eclipse. You're the one who charged in here. Why are you acting surprised? What about her? Oh, I think they're talking about Nokia. Maybe? Anyway. Oh, my big boys! Yay! Yay! Why'd we stop? Oh, okay. Oh look! You can just find Dorumon here. That's cool. Still too small to deal with, this situation, so... Newsflash, guys. Champions beat rookies. I know, laying some major knowledge on you there. But... How dare! Eh, there's no point. Because they're gonna overkill anyway. That works. Nope. It still resisted, so. Okay. Which do you think a Digimon is more like? A demon or a snake? Oh, I'd say neither. Oh look, Caramon. Right, his Digimon line is that one, isn't it? Let's see. I hope it doesn't cross our paths again and battle the careless loose first. You're strange. Thanks. You have a lack of any sense of awareness or something? Either way, I guess you're at least pretty fascinating. Well, thanks. Okay, that info blurb threw me off because it's technically the image they showed was from the second game. Is it just gonna pipe in whenever it feels like having Japanese voices? We literally just had one where it didn't actually voice. You're super cool, Cyber Sleuth. Super cool, yes. That wasn't a compliment? But you said super cool. Well, technically I said it first, but you repeated it. I am super cool. Hopefully everyone's had at least a decent week. This has been like a crazy week for me. It's just been busy. Ugh. Oh. French boy says you're stinky? Why? That's mean. That's normally what you tell Luck. Why are you telling me that? I'm not stinky. You're stinky. Oh, King's in chat too. Because? What do you mean because? Oh. Hey! Just do it all in one cutscene! Why let me walk a few feet and then immediately go into cutscene again? What's it like being a Cyber Sleuth? See, you do think it's super cool. Oh. Small children. Oh, and now a ghost. Perfect. Are you curious yet? So have you gotten settled in, Jay? Or are you still traveling? Hello! How are you today? I'll be honest, I haven't been really paying attention to what's going on. I just know we're wandering through Subway. And he had another flashback. I still remember the gist of what happens in this game, so. Again, it just stops me after a few steps into another cutscene. Chillin'? Me? I'm doing pretty good. I'm ready to have my weekend because this has been a crazy week of work and my brain is just fried. It's been chaotic. So what do you got? What kind of energy do y'all get from this guy, Mr. Suedo?
なんで俺たちを尾行していや私より先に人間がいるとは思わなかったもので
Here's a hint. He refers to people as humans.
不快な思いをさせてしまいました。それは申し訳ありません。いや、ま、別にいい。でも謝罪する気があるなら分かってることを教えてよ。俺たち
First impression?
これが何か知
Sus.
りてえし。いや、いや、そう言われるとくれぐれも
That's pretty good first impression. Completely on the level? You sure? I mean, I guess we could trust him.
これからするお話はあくまでも私が決して結論ではござそれではまずこの空間のことから現象の内部であるこの空間ここご存知ですよね
Oh gosh, they're gonna start talking about the digital
デ
wave.
ジタル情報を運ぶエネルギーの流れだろ素晴らしい
I forgot about how much they talk about the digital wave, which if I remember right is just them talking about how the Digimon, the digital universe and the real world are combining. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, we could end the world, but I guess, yeah, what? That's not gonna happen. This, yeah, that's just too. No, that's not gonna happen. We're fine.
同業者からも私はたびたび異端視されかの偉人ニコラ・テスラに例えられることは
You think that highly of yourself, huh, bud?
まあこれについては恐れ多いので過剰な賛美として真に受けない
Some have even referred to him as Nikola Tesla. Some. We have not met these people who refer to him that way, but
この内部構造の異常な造形や不条理さはまさに人間が持つ記憶やイメージなどのデータがそれらが現実と融合しこの複雑
I have to lean forward occasionally to read the bottom line of the text because I have another screen that's near the bottom. It covers up some of it.
一つ君たちにも質問させてください
As long as Gyaradomon isn't a threat, I think we're fine.
君たちは
Gyaradomon. Trying to think, who's Gyaradomon? An eater? What is that? Is it something that eats things? Eater.
ひょっとしてあの白黒のオウムガイみたいな気味悪いプログラムのことかまさしく
Oop. Precisely. Unscathed is a incorrect word to go with. Oh, Gyaradomon. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot that. It's Bergermon's Digivolution. The movie Mon villain? Or most of my Digimon knowledge is from the movie Mon. Like, the Digimon movie? The one that's like 3 films in one? Gyaradomon is the Digivolution of Bergermon. Or at least in most media it is. If you've looked at a Digivolution chart, you kind of come to the conclusion that Digimon can go into whatever the hell they want to. Do I have my anti-eater countermeasure ready? I do not! I'm trying to think. I think I was working towards one. I need to go back to the Digilab and check because, yeah, I think that we do counter one here, don't we? Oh no. I think the first one's always a pain, though. Okay, you keep on doing that, sir.
もちろんですからやっぱ知ってたんだな運営のやつらすっとぼけやがってまあサービスはまったくひどい会社です
Surprise! Kamishiro knows what's going on inside the program inside of Eden. You know, that space that they created and run. And they know that people are being attacked in it. And they're not doing anything about it. Who would have guessed? If it's not ready, I have to fight it the hard way. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But I've been limited on how much, like, how many Digimon I can have in my party to level. I think I have something that can go into her, but I'll have to check the Digilab. I'm sorry, what are you talking about now? I haven't been paying attention. You two have just been kind of talking about it. Fight off the eater is likely. Oh, okay, yeah. They're still going on about the eater, I'm good.
あれらはイーターの存在を示すいわば前兆のようイーターの存在がデジタルウェーブに影響し私はこうも考えています
But I did get some more space in my party, so I can go and get what I need to put in here and hopefully have it leveled before we have to encounter it. Maybe? Because that will be painful otherwise.
あれの研究してるんだったらなんか秘密兵器的なもん潜んでる位置のわかるレンズ付きの時計と
宮崎具体的ですね
Was that a jab at Pokemon?
現在のところイーターへの対抗手段はデジモンプログラムがあのプログラムにはバニカへの
Yep. They drop a lot of dialogue in this, but not a lot of it really tells you much. There's like 1 or 2 lines that are relevant, and then it's just the rest of them is fluffing it up with extra dialogue. What did we get from this conversation? We know that Sato works for Kamishiro, he's researching eaters, and that they're called eaters.
まともな世界
And maybe a little bit about the digital wave. Is Pseudo a play on Pseudo? Whoops. I don't know about that, since Pseudo is actually a Japanese name. They might have. Sometimes they like to play on a little bit of English terms with names, but I don't know for sure. Sounds like something that would be on the trivia of, like, the fan website for this. Let me see, can I find a Digilab somewhere? I would prefer... Yeah, here's one. Cool. Yeah. Okay, I have 6 I can put in? Okay, let's see... Who can I get into that? Biomon probably shares a similar line. What can I digi-convert? I would think Wanyamon can, but I don't think it can. Let's make a Botamon. I'll just start digivolving, like creating things until I find one that can go what I need to. Tokomon. Hi, Tokomon. Sunomon. Okay, let's check some of those real quick. No. None of these. And nope. Is that an Impmon? No, that's Vmon. That's Vmon. That's definitely Vmon. Okay. Yokomon. Cannot. Botamon. Can go to Wanyamon. I can make a Wanyamon to see. I thought I already checked Wanyamon. Oh! I think this one can technically go into, Dark Gatomon. The baby mons are adorable. Yes, they are. I love them all. Even this vicious little, looking little guy. I don't think it's Koromon. If anything, it's gonna be Wanyamon. Little heads. Okay, let's go down here. There's Wanya. Nope, and nope. Okay. Who else did I make? Right, no, that's Cinnamon. Where's the other one? Sumemon. That's it. What are you? I remember what you are. Ah, there's gotta be one somewhere that can go to it. We can check Punimon. Maybe. You know what? Instead of all this, we'll just make all of them and see where we can do what we can do with it. I guess there's no real point in, like, not saying who I'm trying to get. We're trying to get Gatomon or Black Gatomon because they are fantastic at breaking the encounter that we're gonna have. And if we don't have them, the encounter will be painful. Let's see. I already checked that one. Pabumon was one of the ones I got. No, I already did Pabumon. Punimon? Punimon. There you are! Sorry if I got loud there. I got excited. Okay, it's Punimon. Punimon! I need you in the party, little guy. Alright, let's take a look. What level can I get you to? Nyaromon. That's what you're called. Nyaromon. Level 3, so we're gonna run around the Digibank real quick to get it to level 3 so we can bump it up. Because I can't emphasize how badly I need this little thing. Da-da-da! And once we run into the Eater, I will properly show you what kind of time we're saving by doing this. That was overkill, as is this. Perfect! At least it's a higher level area, so leveling them will be much faster. Oh, I think I still have that one data disk in my inventory that gives like 10,000 XP or something. I can speed it up that way. I gotta use it on the right level though. Come here, you. Hello, Nyaromon. Now, to get you to your next one. That one. Cam is 10%. Oof. Level is 7 or higher. Do I have any items that increase cam? Oh, I have another one of these. Sweet. Let's see. Perfect. You. Okay. We're not gonna use that just yet. Goodness, I have 3 of them? That's insane. Okay. So now we just need to get it up to 7. Yay! Which will get us up to Salamon. And then we'll need to figure out what we need to do to get it up to Gatomon. That. I'll worry about who it's replacing whenever we finally get them in the party. Another thing that's hilarious to think about, Arata's been with us the entire time, but his Digimon hasn't gotten to do anything because ours has been taking care of everything. Because I got OP babies. I say that like I'm not picking on babies. Which would make any Digimon look OP. And there's 7. Cool. How much would 10,000 XP even get them? Would that make them over the others? Probably. It's not a big deal though. It'll all be worth it, I promise. Okay. There is Salamon. Salamon. That's who we need. 16. Okay. How is our space doing? Oh, I think we might actually, let's see. There'll be 4 more? Yeah, we'll have room for Gatomon in there. Cool. I won't even have to take anyone out. Normally I don't use these items. This is an emergency. Perfect. And Salamon's our healer! Yay! That's great. That's beautiful. Salamon. Okay, we have been saved. She is here. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look at everyone's so I can see. That's that. This is the next one. Level 30 is the highest. Can you get up there? Yeah, you're good. Garurumon. You can also go to that one, hilariously. Or we can take you down your proper one. 28. Yeah, he should be good. Yeah. Growlmon can get to 44, so it's probably fine too. I think that one? Hang on. I'm blanking. See, I think it's this one. Yeah, pretty sure it's this one. Level 30. Yeah, he's fine. I don't mind. That one. Level 30. Yeah, she's good. We're good with everyone. Okay, so now we are... We're gonna leave Garurumon in just for her to get some levels. But we can go ahead and move along. We have Gatomon now. And that didn't take too long to get. But I will show you why later, because she breaks this. And this would be painful to do on stream otherwise. And I think she should have what I need her to. I think it's like her special attack. Yeah. She got it. Before I get too confident, let me make sure it does what I think it did. Yep. We're good! We're good! She'll need more ABI for Angelamon? Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. I'll worry about it after we're done with this. If I need to, I'll just de-digivolve her and digivolve her back up. She gets more the more leveled she is anyway. And this should give... Yeah! Level 5 Gatomon. I'll swap her and Garurumon out once she's got a few more levels. That way... Oh, rookies! That's different. This is gonna do nothing. Unless it crits, then it'll do okay. And then I probably don't even need to use a skill. Yeah. I think the rotation of vaccine data virus. Vaccine virus data. Yeah, that's the triangle. I think that is probably more important than the typing, because I think the typing only adds like maybe a quarter of damage. I might be wrong. Or it might be its own percentage. If I paid more attention, I'd probably know better, but you know. Let's see. Lots of datas here. And once I get more memory, we'll have a bunch more digis. Actually, once I can have a lot more party members, I might just see what chat wants me to have. Oh, that's another memory up. Nice. Let me get into my inventory. Yay, we're up to 40. We're doing good. Okay. Hopefully I haven't just... Whoop, hello. Just go bop. Okay. At least for those who know what Digimon they'd like. There will be no arguments though. Dorumon, or at this point Dorugamon will stay in the party. I will take any other swapping in and out. Oh look, Karamon finally got to attack. Holy light. Okay, I think we're at a good spot to... Okay. I got a nice C card. Anyone in chat have any takes on what they'd want me to have as a party member? Now that I'm getting more memory, I could go ahead and start working on that. Tazgal, do you want me to have a Goblimon? I do have one in the computer. I can go back and get him. Look how cute Godomon is. Destroyed. Guard charge. Are they at the point where I have to actually start selecting their moves? One thing I really like over Pokemon is that you can still keep all of your moves. Looks like he's fine. You can just swap them with, like, a reserve. Okay. We haven't gotten any that we don't have room for yet. What am I doing? Is it not this? Am I crazy? I guess I am. I gotta figure out how to go downstairs and then we'll continue. That. And he'll take care of the last one. Yep. So does anyone have any Digimon they'd like me to raise up in the meanwhile? Oh, there's a little area I can go in over there. Goodness! Ah. Whack. Oh, even better, we actually have 4, so we have everything unlocked as far as, like, what we need to activate all of the, powers. I say all of them. I need ultimates to do, like, repels and stuff, which is annoying because these fights are, like... We're not exactly hurting for damage, so... That's unnecessary. Omnimon? Oh my goodness, you want me to work towards that? I mean, I could. Oh, there. That's what I'm looking for. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm looking for. Where do I go? Is it over here? Did I just, like, lose myself? Okay. I will work towards an Omnimon. Whew! It's a long one. I do already have the Garurumon, so that makes it a bit easier. But I gotta get me a Greymon. I think you can technically make him with a few other ways, but we'll go with the classic. And I could probably just change Growlmon into being that line. I have a card. I feel like the card takes me through here. It hasn't even taught me how to use those yet. Let me see what that item is. Let's see. There it is. Necessary to pass through the ticket gates. It doesn't auto-recharge. But... it's not letting me pass through the ticket gates. It looks like I would have to be over there to do it, but there's no gate over there either. Am I missing something obvious? I feel like I'm missing something obvious. And I'm getting into more battles because of it. Hey, Jack. It did say something about how it auto-recharges, but I think that's talking about the cost of the ticket. But Growlmon just has no chill. Okay. Let me through. Or is it in an area in the back? You know what? We'll just backtrack for a second. Oh. Never mind. I found what I needed to. I see the exclamation point on the map. Okay. Poor Doraemon. The poor little baby Digimon don't need two champions ganging up on them. Yep, I can make another one if I want. Okay, that's the ticket gate. Do I want to go back and get what I need now? How much memory do I have right now? I could. I could start leveling. Might as well. I don't think it's that far back. Yeah, it's only like 2 scene transitions. And miraculously, no fights. Okay. Alright. Let's get what we need then. Hi, little guy. How you doing? Yep. Need 10% cam. Why you guys do this to me? I think I could grab Toyagumon and pull him up. Yeah, there's Greymon. He needs 50% cam. These Digimon. I don't want to make my life easy, guys. Do I have anyone in here? There's Ogremon. Kudamon, Betamon. Okay. We'll just go with Koromon. Since that's the easy one. It's kind of wild, though, that it requires me to have 10% already, though. But I can just give it to him. It's not that big a deal. Baby Digi. I didn't look at what level. It's probably like 5, right? Or was it 10? Okay, or we won't have any encounters. There we go. Picking on the babies again. There we go. I think they actually have to be in battle. I don't think they get cam in the back line, but I do have that item that allows me to give it cam. Settings. He's at 5. Sorry, this is gonna be a lot of bouncing back and forth for a second. Hi, Digivolve. Do you only need to be 5? No, you need 9. Okay, that's easy there. We will go ahead and do this. There you go, little guy. Okay. And then I know I need ABI for Gatomon eventually. We'll do some more circles. We can do like strafing instead of circles. Yeah. At least the first few, like getting through in training and rookie is pretty quick.
案外大したことなかったな。
Alright. 2 more levels, should be 1 more fight. Arata's just following me like, what are we doing? It's like, why have you come back to the entrance? We're supposed to be trying to, like, solve this problem, and you're running in circles. The power, man. Gotta have the power. Okay. He didn't hit it. He didn't quite hit it. Oh, look at Gatomon! She runs around on all fours. I love it. So cute. I love it. Before I found out about, like, Dorumon and got so attached to his line, Gatomon definitely was my favorite. I loved me some Gatomon. Do I care that she goes from cat to dog to cat again and then angel and then dragon? Not at all. I love it. It's wonderful. And there we go. Oh, 9 was his max. Good. Okay. We probably will continue on after we have Agumon, because it'll take a little bit longer to hit his Digivolution, and I don't want to just keep throwing my random XP things at them. Come here, you. It is Agumon. Yeah. Agumon! Yeah! Okay. I can't remember in this game if I— Goodness, 50? Give me a break, dude. Okay. Well, we have to run around with him anyway. I know I have another little cam thing, but just in case I need it for later, I will hang on to that one. He's at 25, so should be fine for a little bit. Okay, let's go. Everyone's got a few extra levels under their belt. And I got Agumon in the party. And we're just gonna continue to pick on babies. Gatomon. Well, to be fair, she is lagging behind in levels, but... this way. This is where I can go. Through here. Perfect. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's about right? I actually do want to check one more thing. I know we keep going back and forth, but it's fine. It's fine. I wanted to check and make sure that Digimon in the island are actually getting... Yeah, they are. It's slow, but they are getting cam. No, wait, I gave you an item. That's why you're up there. That one, I don't think I gave him an item. I think he just has that. Look at the tiny alpha one. Dang DLC ones. Okay. Okay. We can go with that for now. So if I need to, I can just chunk somebody into the Digifarm and let them get cam that way. It just takes a while. Oh look, a ghost. It's a digital ghost. And it speaks in moon runes. Oh, he's gone. Oh man, you act like it's oh hi. Is it time for that fight already? It's okay, we're fine. We gotta do it. Spirit crash. That hurt. Okay, so I want to show kind of what we're doing here. This is a skill, like, it should be like Dorugamon's best skill. It's pretty decent, it's pretty decent. I'll just have Gatomon do her regular attack. So these things just have, like, a giant amount of defense. Here's Growlmon, who typically does a chunk till full of damage. Okay, it wouldn't have taken too long by the looks of it. But allow me to show you why we have Gatomon. Because Gatomon, her skill is Lightning Paw. It does fixed damage. So, defense don't matter. It's dead. So there you go. If you want to deal with eaters, get a Gatomon. She deals with everything. It's great. And it's gone.
どうだ
どうだ
ここ
An adorable murder mon. Yes, she is.
どうやらおっさんの推論は正しかったみてえだな
Now, don't you start doing some maniacal laughter.
ヒーターに白い少年の幽霊超そんで極めつけが
Okay.
電脳探偵いやーマジで面白いわ現実なんてもんは退屈だって決めつけてたけど存ま何にせよだ俺ちょっと探ってみるわイーターのことあのおっさんもなんか面白そうだし
Narada, you like to take up with the wrong people, bud.
おっさんはどこだいるか
Uh-oh.
ヒーターとかよりじゃ俺とっとと逃げるわまたな
Nope. There goes Date. Hi. Hi. Run.
なるほど、それは災難だったなと同時にこれ以上ない通常の調査では得難い情報をそういう月も探偵さて今回の事件仮に迷いがとは民族学などでいうところの常世霊界妖怪の住まう領域
She just has some really random knowledge, but I'm pretty sure that's just part of being a detective? You have to end up researching a lot of stuff? I don't know. She just has a lot of random
今
stuff.
回新宿に出現した空間はまさにそれだちなみに引用元は柳田邦夫博士が遠のものここで重要なのは伝承にも残されているように誠に羨ましい限りだが君はそれを
The digital world.
デジタルワールドその名をそうか白峰ノキアの依頼の後デジモンは人間が生み出したプログラムなどで
Yep.
私は信じるよ
I do like the idea that they still are representing that Digimon are like their own thing and they weren't actually created by people though in this game.
新宿迷いが事件に実は君が助手に
Does it make it make more sense? No.
新宿君を見つけたのも新
But it's also not the first time in Digimon media that the real world has tried to mesh with it, so...
いずれもデジタルウェーブ以上に端を発している現在新宿のみならず都内我々の生活に支障をきたすレベルではないので問題は不安定化している状態自然現象かあるいは人為的実に興味深い事件だ
Yep.
ところで
No offense, Kyoko, but you
君
talk
と
a
連
lot.
絡が取れなかった時間を有意義に活用してね君が成果を持ち帰ってご苦労
No.
様
No coffee.
つまりはご褒美だ
I like coffee, but I don't like weird stuff in my coffee.
君は信じコーヒーとヨーグルトと海苔の佃煮が
Yogurt!
ハーモニーの奇跡は
Seaweed boiled in soy. No! No! That's just wrong. I'm trying to think. Okay, coffee's bitter, and then you're adding yogurt for sweetness, and then you're adding seaweed boiled in soy for salty? That makes no sense. Kyoko, you're killing me, girl. Haven't picked up any cases lately. Better take a few before Kyoko forces me. Oh, I also apparently got a lot of messages. Too bad. Answers warm weather at the start of winter. Better luck next time. So an Indian summer refers to warm weather at the start of winter. Ah. I've never heard that phrase before. Yo, could you shake the could you shake the cops after that? You gotta be smarter than that. Can't believe you ran away first and left me behind. Said I had 6 messages. How is that? Okay. We have 3 new cases. Ugh. There are still days. Oh, we're already up there. Broadway on fire! Something's wrong with Broadway's air conditioning. It's just too hot. First it was too cold, then it's too hot. Nothing. You guys are not satisfied by anything, are you? You're the new recruit at Kurumi Detective Agency and the owner of the Chinese restaurant. In the past few days, the AC in Broadway building seems to have gone out. Can you feel it? It's too hot. Ain't that weird? The conditioner is on, but it's still so hot. Thing is, it's a problem throughout the whole facility. The other restaurant workers say that... Ooh, I missed it. I'm losing customers over this, and more people are ranting and raving about the heat. My daughter's at the rebellious age, won't talk to me, and comes home late, and then there's that stupid boyfriend of hers. Dude, now you're just unloading. Not that I mind, but I don't think that has anything to do with the air conditioning. Sort of went off topic there. Yeah, you don't say. Let's get back to the issue at hand. So recently a repair guy came to take a look, but he said the strangest thing, that there's no problem at all with the AC. So when I try and talk it over with Kyoko, she said the new detective can figure it out. You think you can figure it out? Yeah. Oh, that time it suddenly got cold in the building. Was that you? Well, I guess I can rest easy now. Anyways, think you could take a quick look at the AC? Much obliged. Yay! That reminds me, sometimes you can hear a strange noise coming from somewhere near K Cafe on the 4th floor. You don't say. Well, that's more information than they gave me last time when they had the AC issue. So huh. Okay, gotten into the sunbathing lately. Spacing out under Mr. Sun is the best. Your Digimon will just end up saying really random things, and I think you only typically have one response to them. Alright, we should be good. I don't need items. All the way up. Because it's at K Cafe! Again. That cafe causes so many problems. I guess they are technically the ones causing the problems, but everything happens here. Yep, there's portal. Just jump back into the wall. Let's see. I don't know if it counts it as the same dungeon. I think it does, because I think that's where the wall was. So we should just be able to progress the same way. Let's go. That's an item. Ah, Garamond. That. Oh, Garurumon. Let's see. Well, this was a quickie. Oh man, it's a blue Maramon. Who would have expected? Crackle, crackle, boom, crackle. Hey, you over there. What are you looking at? Huh? What am I doing? Isn't it obvious? You think of having it out, whoa, I'm thinking of having it out with Maramon. Did you know that guy called me Maramon Mark II? Ugh. Can't you tell just by looking? Huh? I shouldn't have to explain. Damn, you're really starting to piss me off again. Come to think of it, what's a human doing here? I see you've come to bother me, right? You're one of Maramon's cronies, aren't you? Ah, I'll jack up the heat. I'm gonna set this whole place on fire. Alright, I'm guessing he's Virus. Okay. Oh, guess what? We actually have backups we can switch to now. That'll make this a bit easier. I can see. She's probably gonna do a truck ton of damage early on. Panic! Is that part of her skill? Woody. And Foxfire. Yeah, technically the flat 150 is still more damage than the others are doing right now, so she'll stay relevant for for a little while. Damn it, I'll remember this. Aw, sweet little kitty. The Digimon that caused this doesn't seem to be around. Let's go tell the client. Ah, it's you. Looks like the AC's fixed. Were you the one who fixed it? Huh? There was a Digimon in the AC? I don't really understand, but thanks. You really helped. Isn't it a little too cold around here? That's right, the AC isn't working properly. It's heating it up. So I've been turning the heat setting down. So the AC was fixed and suddenly it got cold. I freaked out and switched the original settings. It's okay now. I'll tell the other stores that the air conditioner is fixed. Thanks so much. I'll send the payment over to your office. Yay, we did it. What level is Agumon at this point? 10? I guess I need to check and see what level he needs to be at. He can get up to 22. His cam's still at 25. I'll probably have to just give him the other item. Nope, not talking to you. I need to go over here. Great. Whoops. Hit the button before I could even start reading it. Click. I lost a gear. Click. If I don't click. Find it. Click. I'll die! Help. Click. Me. Alright. Sure. I'm guessing it's like... Okay. Let's pop in here real quick. I can probably put another Digimon in for a ride for a little bit. Actually, let's manage the island real quick. Stand by. Increase the quality of items made in development, training. Don't know if oh yeah, I do. I didn't realize I even had a farm expansion. Cool, that means I can put more in here. You can continue being the leader. I don't really care. Actually, I think some of them have special abilities depending on who's leader. Yep. Let's see. Can't remember which of these do. We'll do that. Back to that in a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and move Alphamon and them out, and probably put a bunch of others in there, because I'm never gonna use these guys. Toyagumon can go in here. Oops. Put Poyamon in here. Oops. Oh, is that the last slot? No, I can still keep adding. Digimon. Nope, nope, that's it. Alright. Let's put this little guy in the party, actually. For funsies. We'll put Kudamon in here, because I wouldn't mind actually leveling a Kudamon. Okay. Togemon's at 13. Their levels start going pretty slow. Unless I specifically tell them to train, which is fine. I can command them in a sec. If we're gonna train, we will do... I think it's Fighter. Enhance a Digimon's abilities. Discover cases. The only cases they really discover are the list that Mirai wants, and the lost item ones. So we'll let them train. Calm down. Use your course ability up. Cam none. Cam down. Well, I definitely don't want to decrease cam. We'll just do that one. I'm sure it told me at some point what CAM stands for. I can't remember it right now. He could go to that one. I need ABI for that one. What's your ABI right now? Just one? Did evolve into a chicken! It's probably more like an ostrich. I can't remember what this one's called. Oh yeah, this is, I believe the one that goes into Ravenmon, right? Well, that is one of the bunnies. That's Ravenmon. Or something similar. Marine... It's not Marine Angemon. It's the other one. I can't remember what he's called. Anyway. I didn't even check the ABI. Yep, it's up to 7 now. Cool. I don't know what that is either. I like to leave random Digimon on the farm just to level up and down. Kinda illuminates some of the different Digivolutions they can go to. That's Gardramon. I don't know what you are. Oh, it's you! Cluckmon. Looks like a chocobo. I'm assuming you're talking about the... the, ostrich-looking one. Oh, Gurumon. Nope, nope. Oh, that's the... Oh, 50. I don't know what that is. I'll let him go. Eomon! Can't go into anything. I think we might be stopping there with that. We'll see. That looks like Stingmon. And that looks like a bird. Yeah, it's a Kilamon. Kilamon has some interesting ones. We'll go back. Because I kind of want to go to the Stingmon. And the reason I jump around with their Digivolutions like this is because a lot of the higher ones require an ABI. And ABI is like... Oh. Had to look up the name. Peckmole. Yeah. Ooh! Yep, Lalaman. So every time a Digimon digivolves, it gets a little bit more ABI. And depending on what you're shifting between, like rookie and champion and in training, rookie, blah 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 blah, gives them a different amount to switch between. Hey look, we can go to Seadramon. And later evolutions require a lot of ABI. So it's just good to have a lot of your Digimon in the farm, swapping back and forth. Hey, he can get up to 60, he's fine. We'll let Biomon get some levels and probably get it down to Birdramon. I think that's everyone here. And we're not worrying about these guys. They can't go anything. Because they're just a little cheat Digimon that the game gives me for some reason. Game is like, do you want OP Digimon to run through the whole thing with? No. No, I don't. I want to do it myself. Increases XP, Dark Light. Speed that dramatically increases cam on rare occasions. That's how it says. There are items on the Digifarm that you can give your Digis to have them increase their cam, which is the backup way to do it. Okay. I believe we're good. Sure. Off we go. I think I ended up with something else in my party. Yeah. I got a little virus. Or a soon-to-be virus. Right now it's nothing. It is neutral. You and you swap back. Agumon's considered vaccine. I don't know why I expected data. What was I doing? I had a case. Come on. Right. I keep wanting to hit start to access the menu, and it's actually like, why? First floor of Broadway. Okay. First floor. Trying to remember what... Oh, that was easy. I found it! Yeah. A Gurumon. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Please tell me this isn't a teleporter maze. You're the one who took the case. To tell the truth, right now, I'm not feeling too good. I'm probably just about to die. So, I don't know. One of the cogs that makes up my body. I lost it somewhere. It should be somewhere in this dungeon. Or would that be pronounced it? Please, bring it to me as soon as possible. I have no clue how to make that. It's fine. Excuse me. Yep, teleporter maze. What is this? Okay. Oh, this is hell now, guys. I will do my best to remember where I've gone. But we might be here forever. Just... Okay. I guess we'll just keep going this way until I have tried every route. Or until I randomly find what I'm looking for. Oh look, a Greymon! Can I just make a Greymon? Probably takes longer. And I wasn't patient enough to wait and see what— Ow! How rude! Let's see, it's door. That means Greymon have bed day. Heh. Now that's damage. Uh-oh. No. And now it's Growlmon, which will probably one-shot. Oh no, he didn't. It's the difference in fighting champions. Gatomon super fast. She's also my healer. Here we go. Okay, okay. We're actually running into champions now. My little baby has already hit max level. We'll deal with that one next time we see the Digilab. Let's see. Oh! Kunai Wing. Need heal. He's fine. One down. He's not gonna do much. Ow. He will take a lot, though. Oh, that was Gatomon. It's fine. She took care of it. Aura! Aura is the AoE heal. That's nice. Gatomon, best Digimon. At least in this game, for sure. Oh, hey! I wasn't stuck in the teleporter maze forever! Ah, you found it. Quick, insert into the hole in my back. So, I'm still alive? Great, just in the nick of time. Time. I would have been done for if you hadn't helped me. Thank you. You are a lifesaver. Boo. That could have been real bad. I'm so glad that I just happened upon it. It's great. You. That is probably Black Agumon. Let's go to this one. I think I remember who this one is. I think he is... Yes, this guy. Drachmon. Oh. Okay. I guess. Well, I guess I'll just keep picking up babies and bringing those with me. Is there anyone else I can swap out? That's fine. We'll let them keep leveling. Okay. What level do you need to be? 16? One more level? I'll probably just give him the cam item to let him digivolve. And make my life easier. And probably harder later whenever I need it. Oh, not that one. That one. Of course, he's probably gonna need a gigantic amount of ABI to get to Omnimon. It's fine. Okay. Another case down. There's probably a new one. Da-da-da-da. Or not? Great work. What do you say I pour you a cup of coffee for your trouble? Please no? Well, I don't really have any other quests. I guess I can start doing these. Level 1. This is just painful because you kind of have to do them one at a time, and it's just like... I can't... I guess... make it to where I don't run into things until I start getting ultimates. I feel like there's probably somewhere else I should be going. Nope. I guess we can help a Bukamon. Are you the detective? You gotta listen. I lost my precious thing somewhere around Kowloon level 1. If I don't have it, I'll please, you gotta find it. You just gotta. Yeah. Hey, look, it's right there. You couldn't have turned around? You couldn't? Like, even a step. Just, like, spun around 180. Yep. Well, I'm glad you'll stop crying. But it was literally behind you. Normally it doesn't ever resort to you just having to find lost property, so I think there's something somewhere that I need to go do. Let's see. No cases. Oh, it's probably I'm waiting until I rank up. 100 until I rank up. So maybe I do have to do some of these. I have no clue how much it gives me though. Oh wait, there it is, 100. Goodness, that's a lot! Okay, I gotta go change things real quick. I have no clue, Dynasmon. Okay, I need to change the farm to actually investigating so I can get more quests. Let's change the command. Need you to investigate. Yep. Let me change the leader to someone who can actually be helpful in this. I'm guessing that's a searcher. Okay. Perfect. Oop. I honestly forgot that the detective level was actually a thing, so... I guess we are doing some of these lost property jobs. That's level 2. We'll do level 1s first, just to get them out of the way. I'm kind of surprised they didn't give you like a random costume for DLC. Like it did the Digis. Hello. I have a favor. Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna read all of those because it's literally just, I lost my stuff. Can you bring it to me? And me running off into the distance to go and find it. This wouldn't be as bad if I could just pick up more of the cases at once, but why one at a time? But that's okay. The baby in the back line will get some XP. It'll be fine. Let's check over here. Plus Kowloon level 1 is pretty small, so it's not too much of a problem. And now we're beating up babies. I guess doing these, I could just grab like a different set of Digimon to run around with while just a level, since we're down here and it's not gonna give these guys like anything. I don't see anything up there. We're just looking for a shiny. Where is the shiny? It's not in this corner, right? The game can be really mean and just tuck them away in, like, places that were just out of sight. I was gonna wait to do a lot of these until I actually had the repel ability, but apparently I can't. No, Wanyamon. Whew. It should be on this floor. Oh, I see it. Not before beating up a Sunamon. Hi, little guy. There should be a point where you don't challenge me. That point should be way before I have 3 champions falling behind me. I'm not walking back. Boop. Perfect. Alrighty. I'm just hoping that they'll be done investigating by the time I finish doing these. Do 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 do. Another one down. Oh! I thought it said did it say 100 or 1,000 that I needed? Huh, never mind. Don't have to worry about it anymore. I should have a new one. Or do I need to do another one before it'll actually update it? Okay. That's not too bad. I hope I'm right, and that's all I need to do to move along the story. Yeah. I hope I don't have to do that. At least not yet. We'll do one more and see if it resets it. Oh, I love me a Terriermon. He's so cute. Alright. Do I need to go to the Digilab? Yeah, let's go to the Digilab real quick. Actually, now that I think about it, this probably doesn't sell what I want it to. Nope, it doesn't. I don't really think there's like... Oh wait, there is sellables here. These! Oh, it's Nokia's birthstone. Funny. It's funny. It's like, oh! Hey, it's the thing that's like Nokia's birthstone sells. Ooh, there's the Cam and ABI one. That's a really good one. I can just buy that? That had to be like a quality of life thing to add. I do not remember it actually allowing me to buy that. Let's go ahead and buy some stuff. Let's see. And that makes that pretty much pointless to buy. Development, precision of searches. We can get this. It's a lot of my money, but it's fine. There you go. What was the first thing I put down? Oh, that's the quality of items made. Sure. There, it exists. You can get more islands in this, and typically you just end up with an island for, like, one that's always searching, one that's always developing, and then one that's always training. I wanted to get an export. I'm trying to remember where I buy those. I guess we'll just... I'll go find it. because I think it's just outside. Oop. Over here. Yeah, there it is. Your base instantly or escape from battle. Not too worried about escaping from battle, but I do want to just be able to leave a dungeon at the drop of a hat, so I will take those. Yeah. You can go through money pretty quickly in this game, but you also can get it pretty quickly, so. Alright, time to help Terry mine. Off we go. Oh cool, it's right there. I love it whenever they're super close to the beginning. This isn't exactly the best investigations to do. Or at least the most fun. Da-da-da. And here's your thing. Yay, we're done. Done. Okay. That doesn't seem to have unlocked that. Have you ever been to Shibuya Scramble Crossing? Okay. Thank you for the green text to tell me where I go. Thank you for saying that in green. I laugh. I know that's actually something that certain people see here. It's very interesting. Anyway. Oh look, there's a person in the middle of the street. You probably shouldn't just stand there. Why does nobody pay attention to me? They never notice me. Not one person. But woe to thee who finds the entrance there. Okay. Nice. For if you make it, you'll only meet despair. Nice, ghost girl. Should see if there's a new case to investigate. Just got a strong urge for that, huh? Just like a sixth sense. I know. There's been another one put on the board. It's time to go back. Yeah. Shibuya. Ooh. Oh, right, equipment. I keep forgetting that I can actually equip my Digimon with things. Oh. Hi. Okay. Okay, just a random CD shop we can go in. Don't know why, but it's here. Oop, what's this? Oh, Kiwimon metal. Alright. Well, I guess we need to go back and check the board because there might be a new case available. This way. New cases. Only a 1 star. In Occult Research Club. Alright. So, you're the president of the Inoden Occult Research Club, correct? Yes, and my name is Mei Kokusho. Alright, what have you got for us today? Well, I was wondering if you could help run an experiment to test an urban legend and see whether it's true or not. Uh-huh, I like the sound of that. It's not something we get around here every day. Anyway, what legend do you have in mind? Well, it's called the Shibuya Hirasaka. And it goes like this. At the Shibuya Scramble intersection, there are 5 hills, each of them going in a separate direction. You split 5 different people up, one on each road alongside those hills. Then, you have all of them head toward the Scramble intersection as they sing the Hirasaka song. If everyone makes it to the center of the Scramble intersection at the same time, right as they finish the singing, what, do their wishes come true or something? No, a dead person's brought back to life. Alright. Huh? I can't say I've heard that one before. Reminds me of some old Shinto stories. I can see what makes the legend so appealing, though. You have to make it the center even through constant crowd, all while singing. Pulling it off sounds like no mean feat. Indeed, we've tried at the club several times, but we always either bump into people or get held up by a traffic light. We've heard rumors about your organization, so I thought we'd see if you could help us somehow. Rumors? Like what? Oh, like, how there's a detective agency in Nakano dealing with the occult that has supernatural ties to another world. And if you go to it at like 2:22 a.m., there's a door to that other world that shows up. Stuff like that. Jeez. I know we work in the shadows here and all, but to think we're so infamous to be having people make up an urban legends about us. Well, don't take it the wrong way. But still, if we could prove that legend is true, it'd be a real boon for my club. What do you think? I know your main work here is hunting down ghosts and spirits, but will you do it for us? Wait, what? Hunting down ghosts and... Where do people even come up with this stuff? Now you really got me curious. Well, my assistant doesn't know a thing about it. Yeah, I don't know where I heard it either. Silly me. Don't worry about it. We'll take up your case. We need a little time to get ready, so could you wait for us elsewhere here in the building? Oh, thank you so much. I have other members coming too, so I'll just wait outside for them. Looks like we've got another weird case on our hands. But a case is a case. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna start preparing for our Shibuya Hirasaka experiment. Why don't you go talk with the other club members and learn more about the legend? Alrighty. There are max level Digimon in the farm, including Tokomon. Okay, I'll check in. I will talk to you in a minute. Ignore me. You don't see me jumping into a random wall. Or store. You don't see anything. Hey. Birdramon. Let's see. Maybe I have 4. Ogremon. He's still going. Let's see. Who do we want Ogremon? Probably that one. Any of these would be good, though. What level can you get to, big guy? 36? I think that's enough to get you to where you need to be. 30? 28? Yeah, he's fine. Pokemon's not ready, so it's just gonna be these little ones. What do we gotta do to get there? 10%, of course. What about the others? Actually, it said this little guy is max, isn't it? Yep. So we can go to Falcomon real quick. Yeah. And then we take Falcomon and put him back in Tokomon. Because we want a Patamon. Because it's Patamon. Why would we not want a Patamon? And Cinnamon. We can go Gobblemon. That's probably Black Gobblemon. That's 10? What level? Yeah, you're at max. Let's go, Gabumon! But we've already got a Garurumon, so we don't really need another one. That looks like, Emon, that's Frigimon, that's a Numamon. Or one of the Numamons. Back down. And Toyakumon. No one else should be able to. Goodness. Look how high they can get now. If you haven't noticed, their max level increases every time they digivolve too, so. They all have pretty ridiculous max levels they can get to. Except for this little guy, because we just got him not too long ago. Okay. I think they need to be at... I guess we'll go for that one next. Can you even get to level 8? Yeah, you can. You're fine. Alrighty. Hello. Have you ever heard the lyrics to the Hirosaka song? It goes like this. To hear of a curse, to see even worse, the depth of Shibuya, it's where we all must cross. I don't know the limerick here, so. When you feel alone, you must go. When you feel low, you must go. Plus they don't rhyme. Why doesn't it rhyme? At the bottom lies the secret hidden world, but woe thee who finds the entrance there. I feel like I should read it more like a poem. For if you make it, you'll only meet despair. You'll only meet despair. You have to sing that while heading towards the center of Shibuya Scramble intersection for the Legend of Shibuya Hirosaka to work. Okay. Where are your friends? Are they all going to sing this song to me? Hello. Shibuya is filled to the brim with hills no matter where you look. There's Konosaka, Masaka, Organzaka? Really, you could say that Shibuya is like the valley for all of Tokyo. I don't just mean that geographically either. There's so much information and energy that flows into it from all sides. May thinks that's why Shibuya is so popular to begin with. Okay, are there more friends? Are they upstairs? Are you gonna make me search the whole building for them? I'm guessing Kyoko's gonna call me. Yep. There are 5 specific hills you have to use for Shibuya Hirosaka. Dogenzaka, Bunkamura Dori, Koen Dori, Miyamasuzaka, and Meiji Dori. If you look at them on a map, they even form a pentagram. Wait, what do you mean you don't see that? Okay, up the next stairs. I'm guessing Kyoko's gonna tell me whenever I'm done talking to everybody. Why am I wearing this maid outfit? Because I have to get back to work once we're done here. I came here because May really needed enough people to help out, but I can't say I'm otherwise super eager about the whole thing. I mean, there was an actual girl who died doing this, you know. Apparently she was doing everything you do for Shibuya Hirosaka, and got hit by a truck right when she started crossing the street. Oh my god! Why are we doing this again? I just want to hurry up and get this over with so I can leave already. Yes. Shibuya, the scramble intersection, a truck, and an accident. But woe to thee who finds the entrance there, for if you make it, you'll only find despair. Alright, I've got everything set up. Get all the club members together and take them over to Shibuya. I'll be giving commands from here. Meanwhile, I want you to join in and help perform the Shibuya Hirosaka as one of the 5 people. The Isekai truck strikes again. True that. Let's see. Soren? Soren? Am I pronouncing that right? Soren? Truck-kun stays busy. Yes, it does. Can everyone hear me? We're now going to commence Verify the Legend of Shibuya Hirasaka. I've hacked into the cameras at the scramble intersection. Kyoko! I'll be watching you all from here and giving you commands as necessary. Keep your eyes and ears peeled to be ready for anything. Now let's get started. And nobody get hit by a truck. To hear of it a curse, to see it even worse. The depths of Shibuya is where we must all cross. All must cross. You're doing great. Keep up that pace, Lily. I need you to speed up a little bit more. When you feel alone, down you must go. When you feel low, down you must go. Good, good. You're all about to reach the scramble crossing. The traffic lights should cooperate too. That being said, just in case, I went in and rigged it to work in our favor too, so just go ahead and cross. Alright. At the bottom lies a secret hidden world, but woe to thee who finds the entrance there. For if you make it, you'll only meet despair. You'll only meet despair. Why does your name always come off hard to pronounce to everyone? Yeah, it's the 0. I'm just pronouncing it as an O. Did I pronounce it wrong? We did it. We all made it here at the same time. Yeah, I guess we did, huh? Yep, without a doubt. Did you summon a ghost? Okay. What the? There's nobody here. Where did everyone go? You're right, there aren't any cars around either. Looks like we lost contact too. Wait, what's that? Nice. I wonder how it'd be used if an evil hacker were my tamer. Glad it's you. Well, that's nice. Alright. Yep. Why don't we go meet the strange ghost girl in the corner? Why doesn't anyone pay attention to me? Or maybe they actually do notice me. Alright. She vanished. Oh, she's over there now. Gotta use the crossing. Can't run through the streets even though there's no cars. Alright. I can't live here anymore. And I can't live and be here anymore. Okay. Are you the girl that got hit by a truck? Oh, look, she's over here now. I can go to the map? Oh, okay. So, Whoa! Who are you? How long have you been here? I'll remain and die here. Here at the bottom of Shibuya, on the other world. Oh, and she's gone. She vanished. Ah! Everyone's just screaming. What's going on? What's going on here? You guys fulfilled a legend to summon a ghost. What do you expect? Were you expecting there not to be a ghost? Where did you come from? And yeah. What am I seeing? Oh my gosh. What's going on? Oh, it's Kyoko. Oh! That was a close one. If we didn't hear your voice just now, that truck would have... Truck-kun misses one! Yes! No isekais today. Are you alright? What happened? Fill me in. What was all that? And everything's going back to normal. What's happening here? We owe Detective Matayoshi a lot for helping out again. Not only did he restore calm, but he also took the truck driver in for questioning. Apparently that driver didn't see any of you until right before you all were nearly hit. But here's where it gets strange. The crowd in the intersection saw you all the whole time, but nobody responded to their warnings. It's like you guys couldn't see or hear anything that was going on around you. Actually, yeah. That's how it was. We didn't know that there were still other people around until your assistant spoke up. And would this girl happen to be that high school student you saw there? It is! That's her! Yeah, it's definitely... She's the one for sure. I see. Well, that settles it. What do you mean? Who is she? She was a high school girl who was killed 3 months ago in an accident in the Scramble Crossing intersection. She died in an accident? For real? Yep, she was even hit by a truck. But that doesn't make any sense. We saw her with our own eyes, right in front of us. She came back to life? Huh? Don't you remember? That's how the legend of Shibuya Hirosaka goes. So what you saw, Five saw back there was the dead brought back to life then? I did a little research. Shibuya today is a valley that was cut off from Shibuya River, which itself now runs under the Scramble intersection. Rivers are common borders in myths and religion between this world and the next. There's the Sanzu River in Japan and the river Styx in Greece. I'd say you guys got caught up in one such place today. There's a lot of names you can call it, but the end result remains the same. Anyway, this case is closed. We've set out to prove Shibuya Hirosaka is real, and we did. Really? You're just gonna... Leave that girl alone. Is that what you wanted to ask? You may be confused about our role. Don't forget, we're not ghost hunters. We're not exorcists. That's not what we do. We're cyber sleuths. No more, no less. I would appreciate it if you remember that from now on. Stay safe on your way home. Don't get into any accidents for real now. Dang, Kyoko. Whew, well, that case is over and done with for now, although I know you didn't get a chance to really use your powers. But I figure if you had used them in front of those kids, that would have just spawned another urban legend. I should not tell her about how I jumped into Mirai's office right in front of her. If I kill everyone, that'll make me lucky. And if everyone dies, that'll make me happy. Okay. Psycho ghost on the loose. Truck-kun never misses? Well, he did this time. Truck-kun. This case, a classic case of F around and find out. Okay. Do we have anything else on the board? Or am I back to just running random quests? It's done. Great to see you pulled through with that case. Keep up the good work going forward. No new cases. I don't log into Eden much. I've heard that the view from the entrance is impressive though. Go and see and tell me what you think. Eden entrance. Gotcha. Thank you. I don't remember her giving me this many clues when I first played either. Oh, I see an exclamation mark. Works for me. It makes me not have to do the random find my item quests. And I will... Oh, look, a shiny. What is this? What are you? There's an anonymous post on my Digiline. Stop looking at me. No reply. Yo, we got another case from the Occult Club. This one looks personal, though. Think those guys might have taken a liking to us, given that we deal in the strange and unusual in our line of work. And in doing so, they're inviting yet more strange and unusual things into our lives. Starting with themselves, really. Alright, I have started something else. Oh. But Mom, I swear, there's something over there. I just felt it. Sweetie, look behind you and check for yourself. See? Nothing there. Now, don't worry about it. Ah. The exclamation mark was for me to talk to them and then look at the shiny. But I saw shiny and I had to interact with it first. Isn't that what any reasonable person would do? Look at the shiny. More of the Occult Club. have it here? Yep. Digiline is weird. It keeps transmitting without me doing anything. Please find the cause. Hey, we get a memory up from this one. Sweet. Hey, it's nice to see you again, Monica. Manaka? Yeah. What brings you here by yourself? Well, I think I might be caught up in a cybercrime. Cybercrime? Did you go to the police? I can't really. There's some supernatural elements involved, I think. I understand. You made the right choice coming to us. Alright, give us the details. Okay, take a look at this. It's my log on Digiline. Alright, let's see what you've got. Should I go to my club tomorrow? They claim they do research, but all they really do is hang out and talk. It's only a club because everyone has similar interests. I should probably enroll in something a little more serious and go on to that too. I could really use a hot, manly boyfriend too. Oh my gosh, did I just write that? What's so special about this? Keep going, you'll understand why. Could Genji have a crush on May? La 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 la! No way, she has one-track mind. She can't think of anything but the occult stuff. Does that guy even have his eyes on straight? He's such an ass. He has a real hottie right in front of him, and he can't take his eyes off May for even a second to notice it. Maybe I should seduce him. I mean, I've got the goods. I give him a peek anytime. How do I put this? Your posts aren't pulling any punches here. Putting my personal opinion aside, I otherwise don't see anything wrong with them. They look normal to me. The thing is, I didn't write that stuff. What? They just randomly showed up, but they freaked me out so badly I deleted them. Ah, I hear you. Then doesn't that mean your account was probably just hacked? Some 2-bit hacker probably did it to screw with you, or maybe your computer was infected with... No, it isn't anything like that. Then I take it this is where that supernatural part you mentioned factors into these posts? Yeah. I wasn't the one who wrote those posts, and I put them online, but they are how I feel. What you see written there, that's stuff that I think about. I don't express out loud. Okay, I get you. Stuff that's hard to share with any of the other club members, basically. Right. Seeing as you're in a cult club, I'm sure you know about Ouija boards and whatnot, right? Your hands move against your will, sending you messages from the spirit world, something that could very possibly be happening to you. Looking at the post times on your log, those messages sent out in the dead of night. You should have long been asleep by that point. Okay, then what? In the late 1800s, there was an academic by the name of Inryo Inoue who posited these sorts of things that can come from having multiple selves. Inryo Inoue? You mean the man who came up with mysterious studies, right? I've shown off his work at the club Hold on. Are you saying I have a split personality? The politically correct term for that would be dissociative identity disorder, actually. I guess it makes sense. If I'm writing these posts at night without realizing it, that would explain it, but... Maybe it really is that. I've honestly been worried that it might be deep down. But no, it's Kyoko. But no, that's not it. Huh? This isn't because some mental issue. Here, take a look at this. Just try and find me. This was just now posted onto your account. It's a reply to what I wrote on your Digiline. To the culprit, I'm a detective who's taking up Monica's case. I know that we will track you down and uncover your identity, no matter who or where you are. You can't hide forever. You've been warned. Well, this conversation unfolded online as you and I were talking, while you aren't touching any terminals. That means you're not the one behind those posts, let alone any mental disorder of yours. The real culprit's out there somewhere. Whoever's behind this is just a dumb troll, albeit an arrogant one at that. To quote Inryo Inoue's work again, what we've gotten is a case of fake wonder, or someone trying to make this look more mystical than it really is. In other words, this is plain old hacking. You said that the contents of these posts are based on actual facts about yourself, yes? Well, I don't know about the facts so much as just how I think and feel, really. Were you logged into Eden before you fell asleep? Yes, I do every night. Gotcha. Then the way I see it, the culprit's snooping around and hacked into your memory data in Eden. You can do that sort of thing in Eden? Well, not literally. At least not when you're lone wolfing it like your hacker here. Still, avatars in Eden are essentially digitized versions of people's mental data, so to speak, and so memory data hacks theoretically is doable. Things take a bit of a different turn once the so-called supernatural enters the equation. Huh? Don't sweat it. For now, just log into Eden tonight like you normally do. I'll have my assistant waiting for you in the lobby. Alright, but what do you actually plan on doing? Well, let's just say we're going fox hunting, and our decoy will be our little maiden's deep, dark secrets. Oh god, it's still going. Looks like Monika's still not here yet. Here's hoping that it's not a sign of what's to come. Oh, I had Monika lay down our decoy. If the culprit's the type of person I suspect they are, they'll definitely go for it. That means it's a pretty safe guess that they're going to log into Eden tonight. Once they're in position, it's just a matter of apprehending them. But that shouldn't be a problem either. That's because Pete's going to work with us. How's it going? Long time no see. Thanks again for what you did back there in the AC stuff. I had Pete here take a look at those posts the hacker wrote so he'd learn their scent. Yep, turns out those messages had trace of Digimon on them. Can't fool me. I'll let you know when the bad guy's close by. You can count on me and my nose. Of course, but that's why I brought you on board. This is cool working with a real live detective. I bet a real boy wonder here. Eh? You wanna know who the boy wonder is? Really? I'm here. Sorry to keep you waiting. I did just like you asked and post the message on my Digiline, but am I really going to be okay doing that? You're curious what she wrote, aren't you? It's fine. I'll tell you. She confessed her love to the hacker and also mentioned that she really wanted to meet him. It's a real blatant ploy on our part, but again, this guy thinks his hacking skills are hot stuff. He's gonna want to verify Monika's claims, preferably by checking her memories directly. Hacking memory data takes some work though, even just to take a look inside. It'll require actually directly checking out and making contact with her avatar. That's the only way he could have done this. He had to have been touching her somehow in order to do the hacks. What's more, messing around with someone's mental data would take going into the core of Eden itself. The security there is supposed to be tight as can be. It'd be a real effort to break in. The hacker behind Monika's messages would have therefore had to be touching her for at least several minutes before leaving his handiwork. I smell him! He's close by! Good. Time to go hunting. Go investigate the surrounding area and get this person out of his foxhole. Oh my goodness, I have control again. Whew! Thanks. Ah, good, you have the best partner now. Yes, we have Pete on our team! I'm excited for Pete. Yay for Pete. Okay. Before we start hunting for this hacker dude, I'm gonna take a break real quick and make some tea because my throat's starting to hurt. But I will be back afterward, okay? So, I'll probably put on some lo-fi beats while I'm gone, just so y'all have some music to listen to. But I will be right back, okay? Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Let me get this back up. And we'll get to this. Here we go. We are back. Hey, my voice hasn't quite recovered from when I had COVID last week, so I'm still it's still hurts occasionally, but I'm fine. Get some warm tea, and it'll make it feel better. Alright, we're looking for someone that is hacking. Wait, what am I doing? There's a thing here. What's here? I smell him! We're getting close! Oh, that must be it. There, right in front of you. Hurry up and do a scan. Yes, we got you now, Buster. You're not going anywhere. For real? How'd you find me? I knew it. The culprit's a little kid. Don't call me a kid. That's rude. Hey, wait a minute. You're the one who spotted me here before, aren't you? Crap, how'd you notice me? You're not even supposed to be able to see me at all. Oh, so that's what happened, huh? My little assistant is so sensitive to digital waves and special networks, the culprit didn't stand a chance hiding forever. We're Cyber Sleuth. It comes to it the job, but enough of that. We've got a question for you. Does that make you a detective too? Whoa, you're so hot. Yeah, whatever. Just answer my questions already. Who are you, and how did you achieve such complicated... I'm what you'd call a genius architect. I'm not some lowly hacker or programmer. Do you know how the Baku Reborn Do you know about the Baku Reborn service? It's a special service here on Eden. In cases like where a user either permanently leaves Eden or they die, the Baku Reborn service gathers all of the user's data and deletes it. And I'm the one who runs it. You don't have to act so surprised. Kids are just more attuned to the digital world than adults. I just studied on my own and joined a group that would trade info with, and soon enough, I started working in corporate R&D. Oh, but the reason I'm considered a genius isn't just because I run that service. I'm also the one who designed it. Actually, what I said about Baku gathering and deleting abandoned user data isn't entirely accurate. It actually does more. Not only does it gather and accumulate data pertaining to a given account, it also organizes it, almost like a mind of its own. To be honest, I'm even surprised by that. I never expected it to act so precisely and deliberately. It's a real case of the creation surpassing the creator, but that's how it should be with these sort of things, no? I follow you. Baku Reborn service. Tell me, does the name Baku refer to the mythological creature that consumes nightmares? Yep, you got it. I named it that because the data we don't want to show online is very much its own sort of nightmare. And by using that Baku on yourself, you could... Alright, I'm on to what you did now. You handed your avatar's surface level appearance over to your Baku and let it consume it. That way nobody around you would be able to know that you were lurking. But you didn't let it purge that data outright. You controlled it yourself, making it hand it back, like a dog returning prey to a hunter. Wow, you figured it out! Yep, you got me. That's amazing, though. I love it when I actually meet a smart adult. I'm guessing you basically used the same trick to draw out Monica's mental data, then. Yeah, I copied it. I only did it with her short-term memory. The stuff you'd find around a person's hippocampus. Inside a real brain. Wow, this kid can probably say words better than me. Even something as advanced as Baku can't break into a person's memory with inactive mental data. That would definitely be crossing the line, and I understand why that's bad. I'll hand over what I copied to your partner, given the apparent interest it sparked. It really is like a Baku, isn't it? I think more or less I have a grasp of the current situation now. I am that, I am not. Whoops, I skipped the rest of her line. Whoopsie. I know. You know, I was thinking the same thing. Genius or not, I can't purposely go out and architect life itself. That thing was probably born as such by pure chance. I have no idea how it ended up growing moving forward. Certainly, at the very least, I have a feeling I'll lose control of it eventually. You really are smart. I don't just mean you know a lot either. There's a sharpness to your words that I admire. Can I trust you to let me deal with the Baku? Do you plan on disposing of it? We'll see. It depends how things go. Okay, I trust your judgment. You'll find it uploaded onto a site. The password lock for it is lifted. The rest, I'll leave up to you. Whoa, this little kid. He's the culprit? I never guessed it would be someone so young. Well, you see... why did I go and... Why did I do what I did with her account? Who cares about this at this stage? I won't do it again. I promise to even apologize for it later. I'll even give her some consolation money. So just leave me alone. You know, I just remembered we've met here in Eden before, haven't we? We talked for a little bit while I was waiting to meet up with a friend, right? So why did you do all that mean stuff? You're so smart. You shouldn't be out committing crimes. Yeah? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. That's what I was hoping to hear. See, you're a good kid at heart. What are you staring at? I did it, alright? I apologize. Let's call it good at that, shall we? You still have work to do. I'm sending you the URL of the Baku Reborn service now. We're going to resume our hunt now. Only our goal here is to capture rather than to kill our target. Monica, I want you to go back. It's too dangerous for you to stick around. My assistant will take care of everything from here. Alright, I'm counting on you. We don't know how our prey is going to react once we get there, so you better be prepared for anything before we go. Okay. It's fun doing a lot of random voices, but dang, is it hard. I'm not even good at it. Can you imagine what real voice actors have to deal with? What are we doing? Baku Reborn service. Right. She gave me a URL. Oh, okay, or it'll just throw me right into it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I wasn't going to do anything. I haven't done any battling, so... Yeah, Wanyamon's still level 3. Okay. It's just been a lot of talking. Well, hello, Tyrannomons. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see how tanky you are. Let's see. She can do absolute damage, so we'll go with that. Doesn't matter if she's weak to you or not. One down. Oh, Growlmon got another turn already? Normally it's Gatomon that has all the speed. Okay. Wanyamon's 7. I believe it can Digivolve now. We'll deal with that later, though. I know the Digilab was not that far, but I mean, I'm not really worried about where Wanyamon is. Oh look, Impmons! That could be a fun one to make. Oh. Poor little guy. Ooh! Actually, yeah. Beelzemon would be a lot of fun. I wonder if they have, like, the mode for him that's... Oh, hey. I think I can actually open this. Do I have to actually... Yeah. There. Give me the item. Quiz time! Math question. That's 3 times 4 plus 12 divided by 6 times 4 plus 3. There's no parentheses though! Let's see. That would be 3 times 4 is 12. 12 divided by 6 is 2, times 4 is 8. So it would be 12 plus 8 plus 3. Am I doing that right? So 23. There's no, like, parentheses, so order of operations. Yeah, I think that's right. 23? Let's see. Yeah, I got it early today. I'm already sleepy again. Here we go. Items. Show off my slow math skills, but it's fine. I'm used to working with a 10 key. I'm allowed to have slow math skills. What is it? Oh look! Breakpoint! Wait, they just dropped those now? I could swear it wasn't that easy to get, like... Or is that the XP one? Is that the XP one? Or is that... No, the friendship one is Cam, right? Okay, 2500 makes more sense. Okay. You can just get arbitrary XP. I'm fine with that. Sleep recovery. Whoop! Back. Let's see. Everyone's SP's doing good. Oh, Wanyamon hit max. Different Wanyamon, not Pete. Pete will forever stay Wanyamon. It's very cute. Digilab. Pop. Alright. What can you digivolve into? That works for me. I think this is like the samurai Digimon. Or the early workings of it. Yeah! He's like a little samurai dragon. It's very cute. Ryudamon! Yeah. There you go, Ryudamon. Let's see. That's his next one. I don't know that one. Looks like we're pretty good to go to any of them, though. Let's see if everyone in the Digifarm's doing okay. Well, Tokomon can probably Digivolve again. But not in a Patamon. Right, it needs a Cam. Oh goodness, all of Tokomons need something special. Maybe I have 80. It's ridiculous. Yep. Gabumon Black. Yeah, we can leave him like that. Okay. Toy Agumon's at 12. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. And I think pretty much... Oh no, this one can. Still needs Cam. Stingmon! Oh, that's Infamon. Maybe... Grand Koagamon? Cam 100% XP on is your friend. Okay, that's a DNA Digivolve. Gotcha. That's the Super Angel Child one? Yeah, it's basically like sending Tokomon to almost be a Mega on that one. It's probably more like an Ultimate, but I don't think Lucamon has anything after it. But, I mean, we're not really doing anything with Tokomon right now, so we could just bounce it around until its ABI is high enough. But the more efficient way would be to Digivolve into Falcomon, and then just go up its line and then come back down. A few times. How is your Cam? None. Okay. There's Lalamon again. We can get a Widmon. You usually go for the last one because it's passive and XP boost to your team. The one on... Forgot what I changed him into. Pokemon. For Tokomon? Down here? 50% cam. Okay. Sure. Am I, with Cam, is that one of those things where you have to have them in the party, or can they gain it slowly on the farm island? How do you gain Cam? I know ABI is only gained through Digivolution. Because it's got like 50%. It's gonna have to go somewhere. It's the party? Okay. Alright, Tokomon can ride around with us for a bit. Or with food? Yeah. Okay. We got space. We'll let Tokomon ride with us for a bit. What you want? Yep. I'll be honest, I am definitely bad about not looking at passives because you kind of have to go around the world to find them. Like, I would have preferred if they had just put them here. Yeah, I know some island training does raise cam, but I haven't seen anything, like any items that would help with that. Let's see. If I remember right, you have to go to the field guide, and then you have to find the Digi for what you're looking for. Assuming you've already got them, like Growlmon. And then I backed out like a dummy. And that's where you can see theirs. Increases attack defense and speed by 5%. And it's just kind of out of the way, in my opinion, to go over here and find that. So, that's pretty good. Oh, increases crit. Nice. Do they actually let you simulate what they are when they level? Oh, that's kind of cool. Interesting. Yeah. I do really wish they'd let you see their passive just within their profile, though. Because they could have just had it right down there below the equipment. Oh well. I can't change it, so. Okay. Am I done in here? Yeah, I think I am. Okay. Well, time to beat up a clock. I don't remember what you are, but I'll just swap out if I need to. There it is, our one and only Baku. From the look of it, that kid's program has merged with a wild Digimon. And it's speaking in moon runes. It's no use trying to reason here. The program's erased whatever traces were left of that Digimon's own sentience. Digimon are easily susceptible to influence from man-made programs. It's one of the reasons why some don't consider them an autonomous, that's the word, beings with their own sense of will. There's no getting around this one. You're just gonna have to knock some sense into it. Yes, data. I don't really have another virus, so we'll just keep Gatomon in. Since she heal. And she do absolute damage. We done? We done. Okay, now that that's over, download the data and collect whatever's left of Baku. Once you're done, get out of there and come back to the office. Okay. It's hard to believe such a little kid could do a heinous crime like that. I'm still shocked. Heinous, huh? I guess I see where you're coming from. Even if he didn't mean any harm by it, what he did was certainly broke the law. But that's all in the past now that we've exorcised your account of that little stalker that haunted it. This case is closed now. We'll be holding on to the Baku program in the meantime. If we can tune it up a bit, it could be very well come in handy. I still don't get it. Why did he go after me in the first place? Do neither of you really get why that boy picked on her? In a way, there's really no reason at all. Except to say that it was love at first sight. He really liked you, Monica. Huh? At first, he probably just wanted to get to know you more with all his heart, but as we saw, he was less mature than he thought he'd like to admit. He wanted to tease and mess with you so you'd pay attention to him. At his age, it's pretty standard mentality for someone towards someone like you like, really.
Phew, that was so fun! Let me help out again if something else comes up, okay? I think it'd be pretty cool to be a detective cat Digimon like that.
You definitely helped us back there, so you have my thanks, Pete. Anyway, are you still not able to actually leave the confines of Nakano Broadway's internet?
Yeah, I think it has to do with how old the network protocols for the internet are. It makes it hard to transfer data around. Could be I'm just stuck in a vacuum to a computer like how Baku was to that Digimon.
Still much to learn about what Pete truly is, it seems. Huh? Why do we call Pete Pete? Well, he's a cat. He was extracted from his own time capsule, where he was frozen to sleep at that time. Besides, open enough doors and you're bound to... Do you really need a reason for it? Unlike the digital world, the real world is filled to the brim with things that have no real reason for being what they are. It's a simple pleasure in life we're entitled to as humans. Don't sweat it too much. Just kick back and enjoy it. She just wanted to call him Pete. So we have Pete. Pete the cat.
All done.
Right, memory up. Pete's an important member of the team, so make sure you two get along, alright? Come to think of it, we're out of beans. Pick up some more, would you? I used them all up crafting a new recipe yesterday. Kyoko, please, have mercy on the coffee. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, up to 45. Which means we can hang on to Tokomon for a little bit. Let's go ahead and Digimon. If we're gonna go for... Oh wait, no. Yeah, okay. Did that one actually need an ABI? I don't think it did. 7, just need 50% cam, which will take a while. I do have an item, or did I use that? I think I used it. Well. Yep, I don't. I do have Miracle Meat. I could try using that. Why not? Farm Island. Oh, I didn't have the Farm Island full. Alrighty. Tokomon. 5. Oh, I have a... Oh, okay. This is the one where it's like a chance for it to go up. Switch feed. Try that one. You don't want that one? Oh, shit. And... Are they guaranteed to eat that one? I'll be upset. Or is it just I've already fed it, so it won't eat again? Okay, we'll eat. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one. You better eat it, because it's literally the only one I have. I gave you ABIN. Goodness, that's so long. And it doesn't want to eat Excite meat, which would make life easier. It only eats the Digi meat. And see, it won't even eat that sometimes. Rude. Aye! Little brat. Investigate. Let me go pick him up so I can put him back in the party. Shove Digimon into Digibank so you can feed it. Take it back out to put in party. I guess we can Digivolve him and have some fun with him until he's ready. Hey look, there's another one we haven't gotten. Is that a Hawkmon? Looks like a Hawkmon. I had some earlier, but I had a few other Digimon I came across that needed cam up, so I already used them, but it's fine. We'll play around with it. I'll just remember Hawkmon needs to eventually go back down to Tokomon. Agumon, actually. Yeah! Oh wait, is this gonna be a memory issue now? No, it's perfect! We're fine! Yay! Okay. That one. Attack and level? You're already at 50? Wow. Oh wait, I gave you the items. You're the one I gave the items to. Oh, he's already at 100. Do they get it faster if they're in the lead? Like, if they're the ones fighting? Yeah, they have to. She's at 50. Okay. So yeah, it would be good to get Hawkmon up, because then I can just shove him into the front line and do some fighting with him. Let's see. That is yours. You just need defense. You'll be fine. Who's this? Garurumon. So that means this one. Also fine. I don't worry too much about their stats getting up there. It seems to, most of the time, land right. And that must be his. No. His is that one. That's just level 30. That's easy. Gratomon! Okay, so I also need to get a Black Gatomon, because there's Digimon that makes that easier too if I go with her. But we will get Angelomon. Which one was it that gave me Stormon? Gatsumon. It wasn't Modimon. Which one was it? That would be nice. That is who I need, is Black Gatomon. Trying to remember where I could get that one. Probably from you, huh? No. Maybe? I can't remember. That's saying Loopmon. That's Ryutamon. I know it's not Wanyamon's. No. Botamon? Botamon just goes to those two. Pabumon. Nope, not Pabumon. Koyamon? Nope. Who was it? Oh wait, I can just check. Give me a sec. It was you, Funimon. It can go to Nyaromon. Nyaromon can go to Salamon. I'm assuming... No? None of Salamons are a virus, so it can't be Black Gatomon. Which one goes to Black Gatomon? So it's gotta be one of the little viruses. I'm assuming. I don't think it's this one. You're not? Okay, I've already looked. I'm gonna assume... What would be the other one? Never mind, I know who it is. This little guy, isn't it? Pagumon. Where did I encounter Pagumons? I apparently didn't run into too many of them, or else I probably would have had more data on them. I know... Let's see. I think it digivolves into Demi-Devamon. And probably Gazimon. I think Gazimon's its actual line. Goodness, I've gotten less of Pagumon than anything else. It's kind of crazy. Where did I encounter that little guy? Oh well. We'll find it. Eventually. I do need to get a Black Gatomon though. For reasons. What was I doing? Apparently nothing. I think she told me to do something, and then I got lost at looking at Digimon. Too hard, you got a lot of nerve. Bored? Okay, bored. Oh, 3 new cases. But that's all those. I'm not doing the property cases right now. Please don't tell me I have to level. That's a lot until rank up. I feel like I was told to go somewhere and I have lost it. Pokemon, Spimon, Pokemon, Cubimon. Trying to think. I guess I can just find some lost property for now. One, two, two. There's one. Why am I doing specifically the ones? I don't know. You got your Black Gatomon by mistake? Yeah, she's pretty wonderful. Both of the Gatomons are great against the little eater things. But Black Gatomon's Mega is what I'm after. You had Renamon. It's like, oh. Yep. Oh yeah, Renamon. I don't even know what digivolves into Renamon, but that would be a good way to get to it too. Because it's not like Renamon's little baby form is actually in this game, I don't think. Just like Gilmon's isn't. But Black Gatomon digivolves into a Digimon called Lilithmon, eventually, after a lot of work and effort. And, she breaks the game. Like, in every way, shape, or form she can. I do like watching Gatomon run on all fours. I think it is very cute. Hello. I found your thing. Good job. Renamon, you'd think it evolves into one of the dog-like ones. There's a plant. Yeah, Digimon cross lines like crazy. Cubimon should have still been listed on its Digivolution screen. Since that's her natural one. I put natural in the most air quotey quotes I can. Let's run back over here real quick. I feel like there's something else I should be doing, but Kyoko isn't telling me anything, and, okay, they are investigating. I wish I could remember where I first encountered Pagumon, so I could find more of those, because I think that's how I would get there. Why can't I hop in? Okay. But I mean, Digimon have weird lines even regardless, because just look at the Gatomon line. Hi, Cupimon. Gatomon's line, which is starting at, like, let's see. Let me think. I know Salamon's rookie. No, yeah. Salamon is rookie. Before Salamon is Nyaromon, which is a cat. Goes into Salamon, which is dog. Goes into Gatomon, which is cat again. Goes into Angelomon, which is angel. And then I think the anime has her go into Magnadramon from there, which is just a dragon. So, Gatomon's line makes no freaking sense, but it's fun. Except for maybe the armor Digivolve going by the anime again, which would be a Sphinx. At least that has cat-like aspects. What you doing there? You look like you're ready to go. Okay. Galoon is so big once you get to level 2, so it takes so long to run through all the floors to find lost items. Which would be a lot less painful if they would just let me pick up more than one at once. I believe blob to dog to cat to woman to dragon. Yeah. And we're back to beating up babies. I apologize to all the tiny little in-training Digimon that have to be sacrificed because I'm looking for an item and you guys don't know to run away from a bunch of champions. And I can't get the repel button until I have ultimates. I think it's as long as I have one? I think that's right. Looking for a shiny. Where could it be? I will go to the right first because I'm liable to run all the way around this and then get over here and see a shiny. Hey, look, a Biomon. That's at least a rookie. And then you guys just team up to beat up the poor thing. It wasn't going to live through the attack anyway. Bunch of champions bullying babies. Could actually go to the other boosted spawn one. Cost cam is affected by how many battles you fight and how strong they are. Okay. Are you talking about the... Isn't there a fight arena that you can go to through the Digilab? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you just talking about going to the latest area to have stronger fights? Oh. It takes so long to look around this area. Nope. Where is the shiny? These find my lost item quests drive me nuts. Oh, there's an encounter boosting one too? Yeah, it's just I don't want... They're babies! Feather Dust has followed. Well, thank you for the follow! And welcome. We are currently looking for a missing item on this massive floor. Because Cubimon couldn't go find it themselves. But yeah, I think I have to have an ultimate before I can actually, like... Here, I'll pull it up in just a sec. It's fine, it's not like I'm absorbing their data or anything. It's true, but they're still babies! I can't really, like, gain a ton of cam fighting them. Isn't it supposed to be based off of number of fights and how powerful they are? Of course, I have some that are, like, 98, 61, 100... That's from me feeding it. I think? Yeah, that was from me feeding it. Actually, on the bright side, I can at least put Hawkmon, like, in the front here. Because there's nothing here that's going to hurt it. But I'm pretty sure it probably at least needs to make attacks. And the other two champions might beat it to all of that. Let's see. Oh, it does force encounters. Level 2. Reduce encounter, high security. Okay. Oh, there's different levels of it? Yeah, for the first one you have to have an ultimate to actually reduce encounters, which is better for whenever you're having to pick up these dang lost items. But yes, I see what you're saying with the force encounters. Okay. Let's see. No, just number of fights, you think? They have to be in front row and survive. Okay. We can farm it for a minute. Try and get... Ooh, little Lullamon. But... I just want to find this dang item real quick. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Let's see, it was at 12. I guess I can at least check and see what kind of grind we're in for real quick. Whoop. 14. Sounds like it's those two. Number of fights? Or okay. Just goes up one every fight or something? Which might still be a bit much. Good job. Such a good bird. Only 35 more to go. I don't know we're gonna do that. Lalaman. I might try and go to like a higher level area and just see if that affects it. Because it should be like, what? 15? 16 now? 16. Okay. Okay, what we're gonna do... I guess I could use the encounters on the way back instead of exporting. That's fine. And then it's not gonna let me, like, encounter anything. Okay. Runs for a bit. It's just like, nah. No more killing Let's see. I think the highest I can go right now is level 3. Because it doesn't leave some of those dungeons that actually have champions and stuff. But then again, Hawkmon might get obliterated by a champion. I don't know, it depends how many times I've moved it around. Let's see. Wow, the encounter rate really did start decreasing whenever I actually need it to go up. Alright. Up. Bye, Goblimon. So this Digimon I'm working towards, it's supposed to, what, increase XP? Or, like, for leveling? I don't know what other use XP would be for. They're like, crap, now you want to fight? Run away! Platinum Numamon? Is that it? I know I can beat Platinum Numamon to get XP. And I can beat, what is it? Gold Numamon for money? So does it also give you that, is that its passive whenever it's in your party as well? Interesting. Probably would make, like, digivolving and de-digivolving people a lot faster since working out the whole ABI issue. Okay, we're back. Hello. Did I not find the thing that they were looking for? Did I just, like, glaze over that and not read what I actually picked up? What did I pick up? Oh! That's helpful. Well, I guess we're going back so I can find the thing again because apparently I wasn't paying attention. But I found one thing cool. Settings. You. That. Take that. Okay, I guess we're going back now. I found a medal. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, at least we're getting the encounters. It's okay, we're getting encounters. And I gave Huckmon like a little cam boost. We'll get there in no time. It's fine. It's fine. There goes that little guy. Well, Hawkmon might get there without, just because of my absent-mindedness. How did I find a medal? Did I not actually find that the first— I forgot I could zoom out this far. That probably helps a lot with finding things. We can almost make a Goblimon, guys! I already have one, but you know. And now the leveling has slowed down. But you won't. Training's no fun. Take me outside already. No. I only have a limited amount of space I can have with the Digimon on the outside. So that's a no. I did offer earlier that chat can pick some of the Digimon I try to shoot for long game, if you would like. The only hiccup is that I have to keep Dorugamon in the party because that's my favorite, so I will keep him. He is mine. And someone has already said Omnimon, which is going to be a pain, but we're going to do it. So if anybody else would like to tell me a mega to shoot for, I will shoot for them. And I am aware of some of the painful ones you can name. Oh. Let's see. He's gotta be getting close, right? No one's leveling. It's just fighting for the sake of fighting. Okay. Let's check. What you at? 28? That's not too bad. It's moving along. Oh, like, that's what Dorugamon was gonna stay in the party, and yes, I was gonna go for the Dorugoramon route because that's the best route. That is the, yeah. It's my boy. Best Digimon. Escape dash. That would require me to need to escape. And the only fights I'd probably need to escape from are boss fights, because that's the only time they jack up the difficulty. Cubimon, how did you lose your stuff all the way in here? Yeah, if you have another one you want me to shoot for you, you can, because Dorugoramon was already on there. He was gonna happen. It's my boy. Otherwise, I'll just start picking out the ones I like. Like Lilithmon. She makes the game easier. Not that it's a difficult game in the first place, but it's really funny. In my opinion, the fun in this game, of course it was at the very freaking end. In my opinion, the fun in this game just comes from seeing which Digimon are like the most broken. Lilithmon's skill basically ignores, what's the stats in this? The stat that like, ignores magic? Or her skill ignores magic defense. The defense that would block magic. Which might be magic? I know it's not defense. Regardless. It ignores defenses. So she basically can one-shot most things in the game. Including bosses. We need an aquatic Digimon because it fits me. That's right! We do! I do have a Betamon that I've been, like, jumping between to get its ABI up for Seadramon and stuff. But if there's another one, we could always shoot for that too. Okay. And now I keep checking. Like it's gonna magically just be at 50 all of a sudden. It's pretty close though. It's getting there. Middle Seadramon line. Oh, Waymon. Waymon is champion, I believe, right? Marine Angemon? Little tiny guy. Marine Angemon is just adorable. Plesiomon, Neptumon also come to mind. Okay. I know how I would get to Middle Seadramon. And I think I can probably figure out a route for... I actually think Waymon's line might go to Marine Angemon. I can't tell. I can't remember. Yeah. Next time I'll switch someone in for the Digilab. I can probably let Greymon level up on the island. That way I can keep swapping him around. Though the ones in the party do technically get XP faster. We're almost out. Yeah, with the cam up, percentage up thing on Hawkmon, he'll probably get up there pretty quickly. Nessie? Yeah, that's Plesiomon, isn't it? Plesiomon is a mega, isn't it? I just don't know what line. I mean, I think Betamon probably goes into most aquatic Digimon, at least. We can take a look. I think we're almost out. Yay, it's the exit. I got your item. Thank you. That took forever. It wasn't entirely that, though. Because it was at the end. It was because I picked up something and thought it was like, yeah. We don't have to reiterate. Pokemon! Can you Digiball? Yeah, you can. Let's go ahead and clear this one off real quick. Here, Dramon. Sure. You can stay like that for a minute. Oh, yeah. Move. We're gonna move Greymon over here. Seedramon! Let's take a look. Yep, it can go to Waymon. I don't know what this is. I have 7 in my inventory. I want to keep all of these in. Actually, I could probably put Garurumon in the farm island too. As long as they're leveling, we'll be good. Let's see. Move Gotsumon. Put him there. And we'll move Garurumon in there. I think his camp's like at 83. Oh yeah, Gomamon. There's Seedramon. We'll move him in. Here. I thought I had like a Gekomon at some point that could have gone down that line, but I've probably moved in between so many forms that it's not the same one anymore. 36. Dragon. Ryudamon's cool. Let's not. I was gonna put the babies in the back line, but it's fine. How about we put Kabumon in there for funsies? For Drumline. Yeah, he meets all of the difficult ones. He's just got to hit the level and maybe a stat. You can go to that one. That is one of the... Is that... Which one is that? Is that the gold one? We can get it from Waymon or Mega Seedramon. Okay. Well, I do have Seedramon. So Waymon is an ultimate. What is this one? Does anyone know what this guy is? He looks cool. And then there's Metal Seadramon. So we can just take Seadramon with us. I think the gold one raises item drop rates. The gold Numamon? Okay. Okay. So... Seadramon is a champion, so he's right there. Oh, we can go to either one that works. Or maybe that one, because I'm curious. I think it was last one because Platinum is a Mega. Oh, okay. Alrighty. I gotta remember that the Hawkmon is now an Airdramon. Okay. He's only got a little bit more to go. Let's beat up some babies just real quick so he can get a few levels. Okay, I'm trying to think how I would pronounce this. Hisaryumon? Hisaryumon? That doesn't sound right. Guys, you don't have to team up and do combo attacks on the babies. They're babies. Okay. It gives Airdramon a couple of levels, so he's not completely fragile. Okay. Might as well continue to collect items. I do get levels from it. Okay, I think everything's on Kowloon to level 2 now. Yep. So I gotta go the whole long way every time. I'm kind of just assuming I have to level up my badge again, or whatever you want to call it, my inspector level. Because Kyoko's not telling me anything new. So, I guess I need to level and then talk to her. But it's okay. We'll just work on Airdramon in the meantime. I'm getting to that one Digivolution. What level did that one need to be? Do I need to actually head back to its old... Not... Oh! I can't remember if... And I just remember I'm working on getting like to 50% cam. I can't remember if it's supposed to be one that's like level 30 or something. That's okay, I have XP. It's fine. I have the little drives that'll just let me throw XP at it. Looking for shinies. I always have to check here first, because the one time I don't is whenever it's going to be over here. Nope. Okay. It's a Lalamang! Yep, its level limit will be higher. Just saved your phone from dying? Let's see. Oh, shiny, where are you? I find it hilarious that most of these Digimon are like, I can't go and look for it, it's way too dangerous. And then it's like, then how did you lose it there in the first place? Don't be difficult. Just go down. Thank you. Anti-panic. I love the fact that the virus is the one that gets the anti-panic spell. Yeah. Tadpoles! I guess the tadpoles I could check theirs. Theirs would be like Gekomon line. Mostly. 'Cause I probably have enough. We have killed lots of tadpoles. I weirdly like Airdramon's design a lot. I don't know why. I just really like it. I mean, what's there not to like about a dragon? But you know. Clearly they lost it after a very drunk party. Wait, how would Digimon get drunk? I don't know, since they have also already established that viruses are Digimon as well. Maybe a glitch? Or is that just an illness? What would an intended glitch be? I see the shiny! It's just way over here. More tadpoles. Oh. Poor little guy. Yep. Did they intentionally click a pop-up ad? Sounds like a weird way to get drunk. Okay. Okay, let's check on Airdramon. How you doing, big guy? 44. We can walk out and hopefully you'll be done by then. I also like how its little tail curls. It's very cute. Oh. Well, at least this little escapade has gotten some of the lost item quests gone. About time to get some new farm goods here, huh? I want to get stronger, you know? I'll think about it. That costs money, bud. If you're looking for a drunk Digimon, the go-to is Nanimon. Yeah, that's fair. That's a wacky looking Digimon. Wait, how much damage did that do? I've hardly been paying attention to their damage, but did I just see like 200 and something from Airdramon? Or am I crazy? We won't get to see it here, because, yeah. Maybe it was like attacking something that it was weak to on multiple levels. Boyamon is max level. And they found 2 cases. Remember Orochimon from the anime drinking barrels of sake? Wait, which season was that? Orochi. Digimon. Oh, beating up more babies. But we're almost off the floor. And I'm just hoping Airdramon's done. Because nobody's getting really that much XP from this anymore. Organize. How you doing? One more! Tamers. Okay, yeah. Hang on. One more. Come on, give me one more. Wait, I don't have to run around. Oh gosh, I can't do it anymore. Why can't I? Something I changed in the party dynamics. I still have 5, right? Wait, one of them's like a baby, isn't it? There it is. It's been a minute since I've seen Tamers. Still one of my favorites, but still been a minute. Okay. That should be what Airdramon needed. We did it, guys! 50! Let's do this. Hi, little guy. I found your thing. Okay. Don't lose it again. No more drunken vendors. Okay. Yeah, I have like 5 champions. Why wouldn't it let me actually do the thing? There is a free type Digimon. Okay. So the only reason I was able to do it before was because I had the little dude that turns into a virus. I can't remember his name. Is rookie or better? Oh. So do I need to make sure we have a free type Digimon if I want to trigger encounters? Okay. Airdramon? Time to go back down to Hawkmon. Maybe I have 31's not bad. And then we're going back to Tokomon! Alright. So now we should be set. We just need to get to level 7. And hope that it's high enough. There you go, little guy. Okay. Ugh. Yay! There it is. Oh, it's her. Okay. Sister Blanc. Sister Mon Blanc. She is somewhere. That's Machine Dramon. There she is. Slightly increases XP from battles and reduces damage taken. Nice! And she's a healing. Cool. Helpful. Yep. They do exist. Oops. Wrong thing. Alrighty. No, it's settings. She does not need... Oh, did it just automatically de-equip that? Okay. Alright, and her max level is even like 62, so it's pretty good. Cool. I don't think she really... Oh, she does have a further one. Right, the other Sister Mons. I don't know what that is. What is that? ABI is 50. You're the OP one. Gotcha. I haven't actually used the Sister Mons before. But cool. Very cool. Oh, she wouldn't actually have to get ABI up too much higher. She has her burst mode. Yeah, that one? Okay. That's her burst mode. Does the burst mode have the same kind of passive? Level 60. Oh, she can get up there. She just doesn't have the ABI. You can upgrade to CL as well and she'll keep the XP bonus, but the other two lose it. Which one's CL? The one with the mouse ears? So this one? Okay. Oh, why is it only level 14? Well, I guess it's technically treating her like a... Oh my gosh. Right, she went from Tokomon. She's technically a rookie right now. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh, she's so cute. Boop. We can keep Gatomon in the back, and you bring her out whenever we encounter the ones we need to destroy. Okay. How am I doing? Ugh, 600. You still don't want to tell me anything? Okay. Oh right, I forgot. We had a bunch of guys max level. Oh hey! One of the wanted hackers. Let's do that one. It'd be more fun. Okay. I'm gonna go check on the farm real quick. Oh. Might as well tell them to search for some more cases, since I'll need to level a little bit. Alright. He's not high enough yet. Kudamon! Who's that? ABI is 5. ABI is also 5. Oh, I bet you that's its natural one. So who's this? I just like filling out the decks, guys. Oh, it's just Angemon. Okay, that's what it looked like. Cool. Really cool, bud, but we're gonna go back down. Bye-bye. Okay, back to Kudamon. Toyagumon is max? Sure. There it is. Everyone knows Sokomon. Oh, my tummy. Screamon, Bergermon's champion, Stingmon's champion, Woodmon's champion. Toyamon can go to these. Hey, let's go to Pokemon. Here we go, Pokemon. Then we can go to Gomamon. We'll take our pick from the water dudes then. How about we take Gomamon with us too? Or Pokemon. He's Pokemon right now. I don't have a lot of room. Thankfully, Sistermon does not count as She's a rookie, so yeah. I don't think Gabumon can Digivolve. Oh yeah, he can. Just not to Garurumon. Let's go Frigimon. See what Frigimon can go to. Ooh. Is that Zudomon? I don't know who that is. Looks like an extension of the Frigimon line though. I don't know who that is. Huh. Cool. We got some water ones to choose from. Okay, let's go track down a bad boy hacker. Or girl. Let's see. Kowloon 2. I can't get there from there. Back up. That one. Frigimon had an Angelomon him. Oh, okay, is that who that was? Well, we already have Gatomon, or else I would do that. Okay, I'm gonna put the baby in the back line for right now. Crescentmon? Is that who that was? Like, as in, Dianamon's Digivolution? Lower one? That would be legit. I don't remember how to find these guys. We'll find out on the way. Not that lady. I think they have something over their head whenever it's the point I'm looking for. Hey, still beating up babies. Ooh. Dianamon would be pretty cool. Okay. The poor babies. Why is Kowloon 2 so big? Takes forever to find things. There you are. Hi. Yep. With these Digimon, I'll be the strongest hacker ever. Anybody who tries to stand in my way will get a one-way ticket to a beatdown. Oh man. What do we do? It's an Impmon and a Gazimon. Okay. Sure. Saint Knuckle. Alright. Bop. She triggers that a lot. And then we have Growlmon. Let's see how much damage he does. Yep. Oh, buddy. And it killed itself. Yes, good job, Sister Mon. You did it all by yourself. Hey, she got healed. Nice. She is really cute. Love her little hat. Damn it. Still have a long way to go, I guess. But I'm not giving up. Not by a long shot. I'll train my Digimon and I'll be back. Just you wait. Looks like the hacker has repented now. Time to get back to the office and report this. Sistermon will be the emotional support? Yeah. I heard that thing, like that sound, and I was like, wait, what was that sound? What is it? And then we got into the fight, I was like, wait, that was my phone. Alright. Let me see what the line message was. Who is the beastman-like Digimon wearing a long coat? Bancho Leomon. This is long, right? It's not... Gargamon doesn't have a coat. Yeah, it's not Cubimon, it's Bancho Leomon. Gargamon would be really fun. I love me a Terriermon, though. Okay. Oh, look at her run. She's got a little trident. It's very cute. What you got, girly? Good try. Great effort. And she's fine. Actually, she's considered a rookie, but she's level 9 and has as much health as Gatomon. Or at least almost as much. I know the Sistermons are a little weird with how all their stuff works, but still, she can tank pretty well. This row. Cat. And then a cute little nun-looking girl, and then a giant T-Rex. Not really a T-Rex. What are you considered, Growlmon? Your arms are too long to be a T-Rex. You're a dinosaur, regardless. Okay. Done. I wish fighting the hackers at least gave me a little bit more XP. 500? Okay. I've only got like 3 more to do. Okay. Alrighty. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. And I might do some of the, you know, more tedious grinding parts off stream. Then when you think you've won, Sistermon pops out that heal. It's like, oh no! The tank is also a healer! Yeah. Okay. I am going to call it there. I'll go ahead and find a different stream and see if someone else is playing Digimon for funsies. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the end screen. Let's see what we can find. Let's find some Digis.